G'day cocktail lovers, this is going to be a fun experiment. At least I hope it'll be fun. It's definitely an experiment. I thought it was time I tried another experiment with the non-citrus method of milk clarification. I have done this in videos before, and I'll link to the one that has a full description of how you do it. Short version, you bake powdered milk in the oven so it toasts a little bit, then you reconstitute it. Then it has this natural tendency to separate. There's some science in there, I don't know what it is. So normally you need to add citrus or some other acidic element to a cocktail to do the clarification process, but with this you don't. So you can clarify cocktails that don't have a citrus content. And I was searching various sites for some cocktail ideas, and I found one, and as soon as I saw it I thought, that needs to be clarified, the no citrus method, because it has no citrus in the recipe. It's got some very strong flavours, and I thought this will lend itself quite well to clarification, hopefully. It's a pretty simple recipe. It has brandy, tea and absinthe in it. And it was the combination of the tea, which has often been in old school milk punch, and the absinthe, which is strong, which made me go, clarify this little jobby. My absinthe in particular is strong, 80% alcohol by volume, and it's got that bright, unnatural colouring in it, both of which should be tempered by the clarifying process. In terms of the tea, the recipe simply said black tea. So I say use tea you like, and I think go for tea that's got quite a strong flavour because the clarification process will soften it. Also, make the tea much stronger than you normally would because the clarification process will strip the tannins out and there'll be no bitterness in there and you'll still get flavour coming through. So that's my other hot tip. Make the tea stronger than you normally would. Let's get down to making it. I'll give you the ingredients for a single serve. I'm actually making a batch because if I'm going to go through the time-consuming clarification process, I want to get a few drinks out of it. So hopefully I like it. But here we go with the ingredients. For a single serve, you get 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of brandy, then half an ounce or 15 mils of absinthe, 1 ounce or 30 mils of black tea, and 1/4 ounce, around 7.5 mils of sugar syrup. Give that little bit of a stir, and for the clarification process, you want the ratio of 4 parts of your cocktail to 1 part milk. Give that a gentle stir as you pour in the cocktail, and look, it's going to look absolutely disgusting. Normally, clarification looks gross in the curdling stage. This one, because of the colour of the absinthe, looks particularly gross. But hopefully, it's all going to come through in the end. Now, you leave that for the curdling process to go on anywhere between half an hour and overnight. So you'll get a lot of people say you have to do 12, 24 hours. In my experience, no you don't, although you can experiment with it. Just leave it long enough so you've got really good, clear separation. And it is really not looking appealing at this stage. It's incredible how bad these drinks look at the halfway stage. But then you pour that through a paper coffee filter or something similar, and what is going to happen is the curds will settle. They actually do the hard work of clarification, not the filter. The filter is literally there to hold the curds in place to do the clarification. So what goes through first, before the curds settle, won't be completely clear. You'll have to let some run through, and when it starts coming through clear, tip it back through and do it again. Or maybe do the whole thing more than once. In this case, this one, for whatever reason, there are a bunch of variables, it gave me a bit of a hard time. I did have to put the whole lot through more than once to get the end result. But the end result was this incredible light emerald green coloured drink, and it's going to look so good being poured over one of my chunks of beautiful clear ice. And there'll be links at the end, both for the detailed description of how to do the milk powder part of this, and also how to make sexy clear ice with no special equipment and don't take up a lot of room in your freezer either. I feel like I haven't said the name of the drink up to now. It's called Longines, so I assume that's after the designer. You get Longines watches. Again, I'm probably mispronouncing that horribly, but we'll just move on. So this is clarified Longines, and you can see from this bright blue colour, you've just got this lovely emerald green. But of course, the big test is, what does it taste like? That is surprisingly surprisingly mild. I'm getting just a little gentle licorice note from the absinthe. I can taste the tea as well. The toasted milk, besides giving it a nice mouthfeel that it always does to milk punch, there is a slightly more malty note than you normally get from the milk component of a milk punch. I swear to God, this is awesome. I'm really glad it turned out well, because I made a bit of it. That's several drinks. I would have been a little perturbed if I didn't like it. Forced myself to drink it, but don't like tipping stuff down the sink. But this one's really worked. I recommend you try not only this one, but just generally the technique of milk clarification without acid, because it produces some truly interesting results. And there's going to be many more experiments down the line for me. But for now, I'm going to enjoy this, the clarified Longines, and I hope you're taking care wherever you are. Hope to see you again soon. Until then, I'll just say, cheers.